Hola, it's cranky old car guy Rob Harrington, cranky old patriot. Anyhow, Venezuela Part 4. What if this whole Maduro arrest thing was just a big dog and pony show? What if Maduro actually turned himself in for the $50 billion or $500 million or $20 billion or whatever the reward money was up to? It was in the millions, a lot. There wasn't a lot of defense with the Cubans or the Russians or the Venezuelans to defend this guy from being detained or kidnapped, however you want to look at it. There weren't a lot of dead bodies. What if there were no dead bodies? What if you guys are just all mind tricked into believing that there's enemies out there amongst all these governments? What if they're all basically on the same banking system with the Rothschild banking system, and they're all just trading partners? The Russians are our buddies, the Chinese are our buddies. What if Trump just cut a deal and called Putin, said, Putin, it's El Trumpo, you can have Ukraine, we're going to leave you alone. You stay on your sphere of influence. And he called ZZ, hey, listen, man, you can have Taiwan, we don't give a shit. They make shitty chips anyhow, so you go get it. You go get those guys. We don't care. But Latin America, that's our backyard, and Trump wants to be the the Grand Marshal Viceroy of Latin America, so he can wear lots of medals on his chest and lots of banners and sashes and braids and shit around his shoulders. Well, what if all that was really happening? Remember Venezuela, Cuba, North Korea, like the last 3 or 4 countries standing on the entire planet who are under the Rothschild banking system, right? And now Venezuela's a done deal. They're going to join up, which then just leads me to the poor Venezuela. When our corporations take over and steal all their shit, they're not going to get any benefit out of it. The poor are going to remain poor. The starving are going to remain starving. And it's going to be the same old game as always. We're not freeing people. We're further subjugating them to IMF, International Monetary Fund, and World Bank control so that they can be perpetual debt slaves and make our corporations all rich. And the game continues. Why don't y'all start thinking in terms of this? There is no left. There is no right. There's only the masters who run the dogfight. In the dogfight, the dogs always lose eventually, and the master of the fight gets his rent and he gets his bloody chunk off the side bets. That's the way of the world. Forget about left versus right. Forget about Russia versus America and China versus... Forget about all that stuff. Forget about Republicans versus Democrats. Because if you believe all that stuff, I got some fairy dust we can snort together. Stupid asses. Fight for your goddamn government. Ugh.